Hello, welcome to our lesson on mensuration. Let's look at rhombus, area and perimeter of a rhombus. What is a rhombus? A rhombus is a four-sided figure, meaning it's a quadrilateral, all right, where all the sides are equal. However, each interior angle is not 90 degrees, unlike a square. Okay, the opposite angles are the same. Okay, so let's look at a rhombus and how the properties of rhombus are and how we can find the area and the perimeter. Okay. Okay, so this is how a rhombus looks like. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. And all the sides are also the same. So A, B, C, and D. Alright. All the sides are equal. So if here is A, then here is also A, here is also A, here is also A. All the sides of rhombus are equal. So AB is equal to BC is equal to DC is equal to AD. Alright. AB equal to BC equal to DC equal to AD, and is equal to our A. So all the sides of rhombus are the same, and rhombus is a type of a parallelogram. Alright, and the opposite interior angle are equal. So the angle at, you can say angle DAB, the angle here is the same as the angle here. Angle DCB. And the angle here, ADC. It's also the same as angle ABC. So the angle at A and then C are the same, the angle at D and then B are the same, opposite angle are the same. And the co-interior angles add up to what? Add up to 180, as we know. Alright, and what we also know, we should know about a rhombus is that, you see, if you get the diagonal of a rhombus, so this is the diagonal of a rhombus. Let's look at some few properties of diagonal of a rhombus. The diagonal of a rhombus meet at a right angle. Alright, they meet at a right angle. Okay, so the diagonal of a rhombus meet at what? A right angle. So if that happens, the triangle here becomes a right angle triangle, right angle triangle, right angle triangle, right angle triangle. So very important property about a rhombus. Rhombus, the diagonals of a rhombus meet at what? Meet at a right angle. And the diagonals are not actually the same. No. The diagonals are not the same. And what we should know is that the diagonal bisect at each other. So the length here is equal to the length here. So let me say the diagonal. If I label the diagonal here as what? As our E, then we can say what? Length AE. Okay, is equal to what? EC. AE is equal to EC, and then alright, and then this particular length here is equal to this particular length here. Okay, the length DE is also equal to what? EB, the length EB. Alright, so that is what happens there. When that happens, okay, so this triangle becomes similar to this, okay, because this side is, you can also find it here, okay, and this particular side you can also find it here. So this side, this triangle becomes similar to this triangle becomes similar to this triangle becomes similar to this triangle. Alright, that is one thing about what? One thing we should note about a rhombus. Okay, so let's look at the area and perimeter of a rhombus. So area of a rhombus. So area of a rhombus can be what? Half times the product of the diagonal. All right. Half times product of diagonal. Half times product of the diagonals. Okay, so what is the diagonals? I have AC, so half times AC, the length AC, that's one of the diagonal, and then times my length DB, that is also one of what? Or BD, one of the diagonals. So my diagonal is what? AC and then BD. So half times the product of the diagonal. Alright, or if I also have I know the height, okay, the height, that is and the length perpendicular to the base, okay, then the area can also become what? Area of the rhombus can also be equal to what? This is my height. The base times the perpendicular height, or base times the height. Okay, so my base here, that is the AB, okay, times the height, and the AB is, I have labeled there as A, so A times H, AH, or A by H. Okay, so you can say if I know the perpendicular height, then the height and the base, and you know all the sides are the same, okay, of a rhombus. So this is about the area of a rhombus. What can we consider? You can look at the perimeter. All right, perimeter. So perimeter of a rhombus is equal to what? Perimeter of a rhombus is equal to the distance around the rhombus. So AB plus BC plus DC plus AD. So all the sides, so A plus A plus A plus A, and that will give us what? 4A, like a square. So this can also be what? The perimeter of the rhombus, the perimeter of the rhombus. So I believe you get it. Okay, so simple to do. So let's solve some few questions on rhombus. Okay, so let's look at the questions. One, a rhombus has size of length 13 centimeters and one of its diagonal is 24 centimeters long. Find the area of the rhombus. Okay, so we are given the diagonal and we are given the side. And what is the area of a rhombus? Half times the product of the diagonals. All right, so what it means is that since we only know one of the diagonal, let's find the other diagonal and then we can find the area. So this requires that we draw our rhombus. So we can draw our rhombus as this. All right, where this side is parallel to this side. All right, and then this side is also parallel to this side. So these are the parallel sides and equal sides, and all the sides of a rhombus are the same. So the rhombus has size of length 13. So 13 centimeters, 13 centimeters, 13 centimeters, 13 centimeters. That's a property of what a rhombus is. One of its diagonal is 24 centimeters. So let's say here is one of the diagonal AB, ABC, and then D. So one of the side of it, we know a rhombus is what? A rhombus meets at a right angle. Alright, so one of the side, one of the diagonal is 24. And what did we say about the diagonal? We said that what? The diagonal bisect each other. Okay, so if one of the diagonal, let's assume AC is 24, Then here we got 12 centimeters, and then 12 centimeters. All right, so that we can find the other diagonal, and then we can calculate for what? The area of the rhombus. Is that okay? So let me put, we don't know the other side of the diagonal, so let me put here as what? As A, and then here also be A, because the diagonal bisect each other. So I can use any of the right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. All right, this is also one, this is also one, this is also one, and they are all the same. So that I can see, so that I can find the length of the other diagonal. So I can see that from triangle maybe, let me call here E. So D or ADE. ADE. What can I say? Here is 90 degrees. Okay. So it means that this the 13 becomes what? The hypotenuse, and these two become the other two sides. So I can use the Pythagoras theorem. So I can say a square plus 12 square equal to what? 13 square. So if here is 90, or here is 90, here is 90, here is 90, then this side becomes what? The hypotenuse, and the other two sides. So that I have what? A square, 12 square is 144, 13 square 169. So A square is going to be 169 minus 144. So let's see, 169 minus 144. That will be 25. So my A is going to be square root of 25, and that will give me what? 5 centimeters. Alright, so my A is 5 centimeters. Okay, but the entire diagonal, so I can see diagonal, okay, DA or BD will be equal to 5 plus 5. That is 10 centimeters. So if here is 5, here also be 5. Alright. So if that is the case, then what will be the area? Therefore, area of the rhombus. You know, area of a rhombus is what? You know, it's half times product of the diagonals. What are the diagonal? So half times my AC. AC is a diagonal, and then BD is also what? It's also a diagonal. Alright. So that will be half times my AC is 12 plus 12, that is the 24, times my BD, that is what? That is 10. 2 goes into 24, how many times? 12. 12 times 10, that will give me what? 120. So 120 centimeters squared. 120 centimeters squared. So this is how the area of the rhombus is going to be. The area of the rhombus is going to be. You find one of the diagonal, and then what you do is what? As you get one of the diagonal, then you can find the area. Okay, I believe this is understood. Let's go to number 2. Number 2. The diagonals of a rhombus are 8 and 6 centimeters. Calculate the side and perimeter of the rhombus. Okay, so this one too, I have to draw my rhombus. Simple. You say the diagonals are what? The diagonals are 8. So if this diagonal is 8, then here will be 4. Here will be 4. Is that okay? And 6. So here will be 3. And here will be 3. Alright, and I'm supposed to calculate what? The side. So the side will be the same. So you can use one of the triangles. Alright. And you can see that from the diagram. It implies that this becomes the hypotenuse. A square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square. Okay. So right angle triangle, right angle triangle, right angle triangle, right angle triangle. Alright. So my A square will be equal to what? 9 plus what? 16. And my A square will be, now it is 9 plus 16. 25, and A is going to be square root of what? 25, and A will give me 5 centimeters. Alright. So what it means is that this side is 5 centimeters. So the side of the rhombus, therefore, the side of the rhombus is 5 centimeters. Okay, the side, the rhombus has equal side, so the side is 5, and the perimeter, okay, that is that the perimeter will be equal to what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 times 5, and that will give us a 20 centimeters. So the perimeter of the rhombus is 20 centimeters. Wow, so simple, and I believe you have understood. All right, thank you for your time and enjoy the lesson. Share with someone. Bye bye.